Tuesday, the 20th of August, 2024. Good morning, everyone. I am back after a 2-week break on sick leave, which I had to have as a result of an operation which took place earlier in August. And we give thanks to God for His grace and His care and His provision. And as I say, I am back. This morning's devotional is a reading from Galatians chapter 1, verse 10, and it reads, "Am I now trying to win the approval of men or of God? Or am I trying to please men? If I were still trying to please men, I would not be a servant of Christ." How many people do you try and please each day? It could be from the manager right down to your friend. Trying to please people all the time can be very draining, and then you become known as a people pleaser. Trying to please everyone for the sake of a possible reward. If you are doing that, stop it. The only person you are meant to please is God Himself, and that makes the work of pleasing so much easier. Jesus reminds us in John chapter 8, verse 29, "The one who sent me is always with me. He has not left me alone, for I always do what pleases Him." Did you know that people-pleasing is a form of idolatry? Well, the first commandment, which you can find in Exodus chapter 20, verse 3 reads, "You shall have no other gods before me." And when we seek to please people more than God, we are making them many gods, idols if you want. And anything you put before God becomes a god. So, for example, a boat, a career, even a girlfriend can be a god, maybe even golf. Look, I know there's a lot of golf players out there, so I'm not saying golf is wrong, but when we make golf number one priority, it becomes a god in our life. Anything that is number one in your life that isn't God has become your god. The second commandment, which follows in Exodus chapter 20, verse 4, we read, "You must not make an idol for yourself of anything." And anything, anything that replaces God in your life is an idol. Success, money, sex, or even a relationship can become an idol. If that relationship with your boss, spouse, or friend is more important than God, it is an idol. People pleasers allow other people's opinions to take first place in their lives. Those opinions become a god because they matter more than God's opinion. You don't want to tell people that you're a Christian because they might think less of you. You don't want to tell them that you go to church because they may not like you. That's a disaster. Now, at that point, you have another god in your life, and you have made an idol of people pleasing. Now, don't get me wrong. Everyone wants to be liked, but it's tempting to please other people. Don't do it at the expense of pleasing God. My dear friends, as a servant of Christ, you have an audience of one. You need only to please God. People-pleasing can drain you emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Don't do it. Don't do it. Strive to please God, who gives you everything that you need. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.